Hello. That's the picture. All right, go to focus like you always do around this time. Didn't. Welcome to Saturday, the stream. Oh, there's a cat. Cat. He's little, little pad area there. Oh yeah, he just said. Oh, he's having a great time rolling around on the concrete. It's cold though, but cats. He'll probably come in and say hi later. So what's on the menu for today? We're going to play a little flight simulator, and then later, because yesterday we played guitar, we're going to play keyboards today. Now, there's two possibilities for the keyboard section today. Possibility one is that I will do a regular Ken's Lounge stream. And these two things might get intermixed. Now, the other day I mentioned that I was watching a music streamer on Twitch. I'm pretty sure it was on Twitch. And she... Gosh, I wonder if it's YouTube music, because I can't find her back on Twitch. She had a fancy setup, and she had 3 cameras. She was a lovely, I think, Asian keyboard player. Unfortunately, I didn't remember the name. It doesn't matter, because all I did. The point is, I saw her. She did a whole session, a part where she was doing the first. She had been on for like 6 hours. She was doing a whole part for it must be Twitch, because YouTube doesn't give you the amount of time, the elapsed time in real time. She was doing a thing, she'd play, and then when she wasn't playing, she'd play her own VODs, in a window, and then most of the screen, be all like, I'll be right back. But anyway, one of the things she did in a VOD is that she improvised on the keyboard quite beautifully. She's much more, of course, wearing this thing that I ordered on, I think it was this. What do you think? What do you guys think? I can't see. We'll have to see later. Wearing this, which covers the eyeballs. It's a sleep mask. Just notice if you have your eyes open, you can still see light through it. It's pretty thick. That's nice and comfy. And so she was doing improvisation blindfolded. I've never done that, so I want to try to do that on stream. I mean, I think it's worth, if you're going to do it on when people could be watching. And for that reason, probably not today or tomorrow, because I don't get that many people watching on the weekends. It's okay. I'm sure there's a few out there. Don't worry about it. But most of my viewership is a weekday kind of thing, and that just for whatever reason, most of my viewership being the 4 or 5 regulars that come by. Mo, you just said something. You okay, Mo? Come here. Come on, kitty. Come on, kitty. Come on, say hello. Here he comes. Mo wants to say hi before I travel into the stream today. Come here, Mo. Giddy. No, maybe he doesn't. You coming up or not? All right, well, he's probably not. So I have I got a comment on my YouTube upload of a stream from 4 days ago. They said they couldn't hear my voice during the flight simulator part of the stream. I mean, when I was talking at the initial, they could hear me fine. And in fact, I should bring my mic a little closer. This mic is quite sensitive. I could turn it up more, and I did. But during the flight simulator part, it was way too loud. And then when I listened, I was like, yeah, you can't hear shit that I'm saying. Both because my mic is too soft and because the flight simulator part was too freaking loud. I mean, it was like a jet engine at top, there's no way, even though I was yelling and screaming, you barely would have heard me over it. You see, I don't have a monitor. I'm just playing into a mic. I'm not, this part of the thing, there he goes again. This part of the show is not audio monitored. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it as far as... whether there's any kind of good mix between the sound of the game capture and this thing, but I'm going to keep my eye on it a little better. I just turned it down from 23, the volume from 23 to 15 out of 100 on the game itself. And I turned my mic up. If it gets any louder, it's only going to get into the red, and I don't want it to do that. And it's at okay. Actually, it's at minus 0.1 dB. Let's just set it to 0. And the audio output capture, I'm going to set it down just a little bit more there. That should really help. Actually, we're going to set this down 1 dB. Okay. And meanwhile, we're going to do the regular stream. It's just going to be about an hour. Again, short streams on weekends, because why not have my weekend too? But things I want to do. So what I want to do today is the regular old stream. We're going to find somewhere to fly. This time of year, I always kind of like look in the southern hemisphere, because that's where it's sunny. It's reasonably sunny. We're still getting some bad weather over here. It's kind of dark up here, but I don't know. It's getting kind of dusky up here. We don't mind flying around in the dusky times. Sure, let's give it a try. We can always change the hour. And yesterday we flew around in the F-14 because I'm looking forward to purchasing an aircraft carrier in the next couple of days. You know, I'm finalizing a deal for this multi-billion. Well, it's a $15 aircraft carrier. So you know, I gotta talk to my banker so he can release the funds, and then I'll be able to purchase an aircraft carrier. So there's various planes I have that are designed for carrier operations, and I'm kind of practicing in them a little bit. I don't know if the F-18 Super Hornet has a tail hook. Maybe we should check it out. We flew the F-14, which is a Navy aircraft. But today we should probably fly something different. I think we're pretty near Brazil, so it might be appropriate to fly one of the Brazilian planes that I have. Well, the other thing I was thinking would be a helicopter flight. That's right. I said last time I haven't flown much in the helicopters. And we still have a million liveries, well, 99, to try out on this bad boy here. Oh gosh, there's so many good, interesting looking choices here. Something kind of wacky. Yeah, 99 liveries. Ooh, let's just go for maybe navy, solid orange. No, that's just kind of boring. Orange and yellow though, or action news. Let's do action news. I don't know, something about that idea. I mean, we won't be reporting anything. We could pretend to report something. And we're gonna do a cold start because I like trying to start I successfully was able to start this bad boy last time I flew it. I flew this will be the third trip in this particular aircraft, this particular helicopter model, because I just got it a couple weeks ago. It was a $10 sale. I'm still kind of learning how to do the controls for this particular helicopter. I've flown the other helicopters many times. There's two others. Well, there's three, but there's two others. There's the gimbal, the French one, and then the Bell, sort of the Jet Ranger style one. And then I also have a dual rotor Russian helicopter, miniature, small helicopter. Okay, yeah, it's not too late. I mean, it's a late afternoon. But we've got a 3-blade rotor there and jet engine. Channel 6 ABC Action News. I love it. That's what we have. That's our local station here, except it would be 7 ABC Action News. You know what I mean? All right, let's check this out. Radar altitude. I wonder if that's accurate. Okay, no, those are cool. Keep doing know why it does this. Oh yeah, it's got some messed up. For a $10 unit, it's got messed up cameras. Oof, I gotta fix that. So it won't let you see where you need to see. That's why they have to put this one on sale, because you need to see all these switches here. Battery on. Alternator on. Avionics master on. Searchlight. Oh, you can aim. Has an aimable searchlight. Let's see. It's asking you to enter. We're waiting for the Garmin to boot up a little bit here. Looking at that, and then we'll get the engine started. Enter. Oh, it's still booting. It does take a while for these things to boot. And it is up. It's going to show us a little map there. Okay, up here. Oh yeah, I want to look up here. By the way, it's just that's just moving in the wind. Okay, this is good, and yeah, we don't need that. And this little thing back here. Yeah, we do want the starter on. Do we need the crank? I hear something good. And I see something. Hey there. How you doing? Good to see you. I was just talking about, I'm watching Bella's stream on the other, thank you, we have a third anniversary here, the first year, my longest subscriber, of course. I'm trying to make this so it's not so loud. And I mean, in real life, these bad boys are loud, but I want to make it so that you can hear me while I'm streaming. And it was pointed out on a YouTube comment that it's a little too, that the audio, I was flying a jet and that you couldn't hear me say anything because the jet was really loud, you know. But now we're in this cool helicopter. It's getting started up. That's good. I think we're getting ready to take off. And we are somewhere on the east coast of South America, but I don't really know where in the real time. So, but thank you for my third anniversary. I do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, we're talking about Bella, and we're talking about the new meta. And she asked, I said that we were talking about, she was talking about the new meta, you know, with the tube top, maybe. And so she's like, so I said, yeah, we're talking about that in Mistress Ward Street earlier. And she's like, well, just, do you think Mistress Ward's going to join the new meta? I said, I don't think she is. And then she was like, well, why? And I said, because I think she says she thinks she's going to get banned. All right, am I moving the collective? Oh, yeah, but before I do that, I forgot there's these little switches on this thing, on this bad boy here, that I have to check. Okay, landing lights, no. Taxi lights, no. What's this thing? Hydraulics. And that we don't need. We should be okay. But I'm not seeing a lot of power. I think I might have missed a switch somewhere in here. Yeah, well, you know what she said? She said I feel the exact same way. She said the exact same thing. She said my audience is too small. I feel like if I had a bigger audience, I could get away with more stuff. That's literally what she said. What is this here? Landing lights, searchlight position. Generators on. Horn. Avionics. I don't think that matters. Yeah, but it's not gonna wanna. It's not seeming. What's up here? Oh wait a minute. Now we're getting some throttle. I do believe we're gonna take off. Kind of. Oops. Okay. There we go. By the way, there's that little commuter plane that's electric and has 18 little rechargeable engine and battery systems. That's cool. All right, we're in the hover phase. And let's go in the actual let's get the hell out of here phase. I think we can get some power going, right? Or is that the most I'm going to get? No, other way. Collective 100%, throttle 100%. But I'm not getting a lot of power out of it. Interesting. Did I do something weird? I didn't go through the checklist. There's nothing up there to worry about. That's off. Do I have to have the starter off? No, now it wanted to turn off entirely. What's that? Show headset. Oh. Whoa. What are these lights here? Usually that'll tell you something. P-tote and something twist grip. Okay. Interesting. I haven't seen where those would be. Oh, is there anything on this stick? What's that? Trim release. I wonder if that works. Mirror position. I'm just checking out the controls here. Okay. So we turn it to flight here. And then we bring up the collective. We should have enough power to get somewhere. Let's just see. It's not really giving me my full power. I wonder if we're heavy. Oh, we're heavy on fuel. We shouldn't have that much fuel. I think that could be the reason. Let me see if we can adjust the fuel dynamically here. It should be more like there. But I don't know if that's the reason why it's having trouble gaining altitude. It's definitely going to be better now. I don't know why I had such a heavy load of fuel. But that can really affect the ability to take off. Meanwhile, wherever the heck we are. Whoa. Yeah, so she basically said the same thing. She mentioned all the streamers that we know who are doing the new meta. She talked specifically about what they were doing, and she said, "Well, they're getting such huge numbers, and they're not getting banned." And she said specifically, Twitch, is it legal or not? Oh, actually, Asian Bunny X did get banned, and she said that. So now she's like, "Is it legal or not?" And then she basically, and then I said in comments, I said, by the way, I don't know if you're still here, I said I think some of those numbers might be inflated, meaning some of these girls, I think they're the types that would get view bots. And the only, I think, well, they've been banned, they've been suspended a lot, and they don't change what they're doing. Okay, I'm trying to get my forward, whoop, okay, all right. The problem with this is it's a chordal thing. When we get to about there, I'm trying to adjust my forward, get my trim adjusted for forward flight, which is tricky in a helicopter. Oof. It's actually easier to do, just kind of make smooth flight from the cabin area. So, and Bella does not viewbot. And I think the only thing you get if you viewbot is on your payment statement. It says we had to adjust your payout for your advertising numbers or whatever. I mean, you don't get gift subs or subscriptions from viewbots, right? And they don't talk, but you might get advertising revenue from it. I have a feeling that they detect that and subscribe it. They probably say, well, we adjusted your advertising revenue because you have a large number of viewbots that we've detected, but that's it. If you want to keep, in other words. They get your numbers up, but they don't necessarily pay for themselves, which is why everyone would do it. But I don't think, I think it looks bad, but I don't think you get dinged from it. This is just a really interesting little area of the world. Because, I mean, besides getting, the suspensions aren't for view botting, you know what I mean? The suspensions are clearly for conduct or close related. Well, this is a very tricky helicopter to fly. I'm trying to get it to. How much forward trim do I need on this bad boy? Okay, how was that? How about 50? Oops. How about 60%? What does that look like? I'm just trying to get it so that when I don't really put a lot of pressure on the stick, it just flies forward and doesn't try to go up or down. And that's called level. Level flight. Once you're in that, I should be able to get it. If these autopilots work, I should be able to set the autopilot. Although I don't know if they do work. It's this little thing here. Oh, we should turn that on. Fuel pump. Is that off? The fuel pump, by the way? Oh, it's on. Oh, I already turned that on, I think. So, let's see, a little more than 60. Oh, plus it seems to want to do side to side. Yeah, obviously the numbers are good for you, but you think it's if it's cheating, then they should put a stop to it. Even if it's not even if Twitch isn't paying out for the bot, ad money for the bots. it's still unfair to the other people who are not view botting and not competing at the level. But you'd be surprised how hard and expensive it is for Twitch to do something about it, except detect it and take it off and take it off the bill. In other words, they can't it's too expensive to try to filter them out dynamically as that occurs. But when they, weeks and months later, they can look at the traffic and figure out exactly who is view botting, right? So it's a much easier proposition to detect it after the fact and take it off the bill than it is to try to get it down. So in other words, they can't prevent those numbers from being high, but they can prevent themselves from losing money. So that's what they do. Remember, Twitch is trying to run, not just, it's trying to be a sustainable business in a financial point of view. And if the bots are not hurting their bottom line, and they're not because they're filtered out, let's just presume, like full trim there, then they're not going to put a lot of effort into it. But I agree. There's definitely botting, and Kick has the botting problem too. We know, with some streamers not participating in the botting and some buying the botting. Well, the advertisers aren't being charged either, right? The streamers aren't making the ad money, and the advertisers aren't being charged. But of course, you're right. They don't like fake views, but how are they going to know? It's harder to detect them dynamically. After the fact, it's quite easy. But in order to prevent advertising views being sent out to bots, they'd have to detect the bots right away as the bots sign in to that channel, right? And at that point, the bots don't look like any different. The only thing that makes them different is there's a lot of them and they never chat. You know what I mean? And they don't do anything. They just passively watch. But other than that, from a technical point of view, there's really no way to tell. And they could be they're not in the same room. They could be spread out all over the world, using VPNs that are kind of reverse processed to, so as I say, if they could easily detect view bots dynamically with a simple algorithm and it wouldn't kick out real people, you know what I mean, who are just also passively watching, you know what I mean? They would, but that algorithm would kick out real people as well. But the algorithm that they have is based on analysis of traffic after the fact and things like how much actual chatting was going on in your stream, in the stream versus how many people were supposedly watching your stream. So I think they can, again, they can do an analysis after the fact, but what they can't do is dynamically say, oh yeah, those numbers are wrong, are clearly wrong for the view counts. But I, as I say, Asian Bunny and Strawberry Tabby and Morg Pie, and if they're view botting, good for them. I mean, what the fuck, you know what I mean? It's their career, it's their life on the line. You know what I mean? Oops, what did I just do? Pushed the wrong button there. Can I get my trim back down here? Let me land somewhere, like in a nice field or something. Down here. This helicopter definitely seems squirrelier than the others. It doesn't seem to necessarily want to travel. We don't want to hit these power lines. That's full power. Oh, not quite full power. Oh, full power. You want to hover a bit. Oh, too much. You really got to watch your vertical speed when you're hovering. Again, the only thing I don't really know about this helicopter is, does it have an autopilot? But I love that effect. Only this helicopter has that really cool landing effect. It's really cool. Now, the thing about this helicopter is the doors open. Both doors. So it automatically gets points there. And then it's got this cool thing that the other helicopters don't have. It has this we're just not going to be able to see it at night, but if you turn the searchlight on, wow, I forgot how the fuck do you turn the searchlight on again? You can move it around while you're hovering and like light up the bad guys. I thought it was this switch. Because this is the position. But I don't know. That's how you turn it on. I don't really see too many other. Arm sling, mirror to ice. Oh, searchlight. There you go. So now you can kind of see there's a searchlight. Where'd it go? I'm not sure you can see it from the ground. Oh yeah, it's behind you. So you see that light? It's on the back. It's under the back part of the there. So let's see if we can swing it around by moving it. Is this little thing getting in the way? I have to like do it or like that and like hold it for a while. Yeah, I'm not sure it's moving it. It looks like it is not moving it dynamically, but I'm not sure I'm doing it right. Searchlight on. What's this here? What are these? Nothing. Calm one arm up. Arm floats. Yeah. You can arm the floats and hit the floats. And it blows the floats. You hear a little sound there. And now you can land on water. Just so you guys can see how kind of cool this helicopter is. I don't know if this is a real thing in real life, that there's a helicopter that can blow the floats and you can land on water if you feel like it. But gosh, it'd be cool if there was. All right, let's see if we can shut this bad boy down, because I'm going to play a little music, you know, and then I'm going to get on with my weekend. So that's off. This stuff we don't care about. Fuel pump. All this stuff went off when I turned the battery master off. We can turn that cutoff. The fuel, that's the emergency fuel cutoff. The rotor brake doesn't seem to necessarily want to operate unless the battery is on, I think. Or maybe it's a view issue. Can I operate it from here? Probably from here. No? Doesn't matter. Yeah, no, weekend. I got the whole weekend ahead of me. It's nice. Well, the afternoon is good because you get those great sun reflections off the paint job. You know, it's nice. Action news. Did we see anything? No, we didn't die. So, and then there's this mirror in the front thing, which is actually adjustable. But I do want to figure out how to open the use that searchlight, which means kind of a night thing. Oh, that opens too. Cool. Get big points for that. The points they lose is that some of these views are like here. And what's that for? System light, okay, dimmer off. Any of these things, that's a test. Enunciator test. So like we didn't really play with the electronics too much. And again, I want to see sometime if this autopilot works. It looks like it doesn't. Because it's unusual to have an autopilot even on a helicopter. All right. That's right. Monday, I wanted to point out for anybody who's here that today we're going to have a regular flight simulator stream followed by a music stream. Yesterday I played guitar, so it's going to be Ken's Lounge today. And Wednesdays is going to be Christmas music practice for the next 2 Wednesdays. And then on Christmas and Christmas Eve, both days I'll plan on playing music without my microphone, just playing music for 3 or 4 hours through my Christmas catalog on both days. So I'll have 4 more streams of playing Christmas music and then over till the end of 2024. Yay! But meantime, we're going to end up... It's kind of an interesting car. I like the way they drive halfway in the road. And then on... so Sunday will be a guitar stream. And then Monday, we're going to have Mistress Mord has agreed to guest on my stream for a full hour. So I thought it might be fun. We'll pretend to be flying together in the same aircraft. We'll get one of those aircraft that has two passengers, and we'll sort of role play a flight for 20 minutes or so, and then she can be present for my musical section. as well, and maybe I don't know, make some requests or something like that, or just sort of we'll just have a discussion while I sort of diddle away on the piano. Maybe we'll have a little interview between the two of us, or a question and answer session, and that's going to be Monday, and that will be noon my time, I believe, as we've decided on, or maybe maybe a little earlier, but should be right around noon and no later because it's very late for Mistress Mord in South Africa, or not very late, but it's much later. Yeah, kill you live. Yeah, it'll be a long way. I will probably. If hey, don't worry about that. If you die, it's gonna be the two of us dying together. So, you know, but you'll get to choose also where to go. So if think about it. Time of day, anywhere in the world, you can go anywhere in the world. Oh, by the way, so far 2 out of 5 times it's gotten frozen on this screen at this part right here, and it's had to be and it has to be by the way, there was an update to the flight simulator core program about a week ago, and since then, it did not crash. Okay, it every time 1 out of 4 times. Okay, well that'll be Monday. You don't have to tell me. Basically, we'll just spin the globe. You say where we want. I'll figure it out. We'll spin the globe, and that's where we're going to fly around. And you could pick the plane too, because I don't give a shit. If we have a preference, if you don't have a preference, I'll pick it. So it's going to be fun. We'll do a little flight, and then we'll do a little music. And during the time, we're just going to pretend that we're just hanging out and doing those things together. So I'm looking forward to it too. That'll be Monday stream. Meanwhile, give me about 5 minutes because I'm going to set up my keyboard here. And we're going to play just a little lounge, just the lounge thing here. So, but again, the important thing is that last time or not last time, but earlier today, I was looking on my YouTube comments, and somebody said they just couldn't hear my voice during the flight simulator portion, and I listened, and I was like, yeah, it sounded very low. So in general, my voice is low, and I have room on my mic thing here to make it higher. But I just thought it was too high. So I'm experimenting with it. And the other most important thing was I'm turning the sound of the actual game audio down, way down, quite a bit down. So I looked at several of my streams. I do like a lot of streams. And almost all of them have almost inaudible audio during the first part of the stream. And that's not good. So you know what I mean. You can only live and learn. But yeah, it's been blowing chunks for a while in terms of the quality audio. If I can hear it just through it's going to be way too loud on the stream. So I'm just learning and doing better. But anyway, give me about 5 minutes. As I mentioned, starting now, so I could switch over to the little music studio. No, I changed it today. I turned the audio way down today of the music stream, and I turned my microphone up because I didn't think I was particularly loud either. I mean, my voice didn't sound particularly loud. But the game was really loud. So I mean, if you have like headphones, you could probably hear what people were saying, but just through regular speakers at normal volumes, you couldn't. I was way down in the mix, so way down. So, yeah, no, I think it's just some of the streams were better, and it depends on kind of which plane I was using. Some planes are louder than others, but I wasn't consistently setting the audio level um, uh, in in the flight simulator window, and I should have it at most at 15 out of 100, and I had it at 23. So I'll try it less. So I'm gonna experiment, and basically I'm just gonna go back and listen to my VODs when I get them uploaded to YouTube usually. Anyway, give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna put my piano here. It's gonna be fun. Got to change my category. For change, remember to do that. Have to do it twice every time. Now we're in the music category. Okay. Hey, welcome one and all to Ken's Lounge. Relax, enjoy yourself. Today we're just doing the regular lounge music. Got to practice it. Well, yeah, I would love to hang out and speak into easy with you and Indy, so. Did you see the Hello Kitty mask? So the idea is, I'm going to do a stream like this. I think I can put the headphones over, otherwise can't hear anything. Can't see shit, right? So first, gotta get used to where everything is. But I can play like this. Anyway, this other streamer did a whole improvisation stream with their Hello Kitty mask on. It's an Asian lady, girl. This isn't improvisation though. Anyway, the reason why I don't really want to do it is people might want to talk in chat and I can't read the chat. That's what I just realized now. But I am going to plan on doing it, but not that stuff. That's easy. That's easy for me to play blindfolded. Improvisation blindfolded. That's the challenge. So not that. It's not a problem to play songs that I've played 1,000,000 times blindfolded. Trust me. She is great after staying out late, walking my baby back home. Arm and arm over meadow and farm, walking my baby back home. We go on, it's a doctor disrespect mousepad, hun. We go on. We go on harmonizing a song. Oh, she's reciting a poem. Owls fly by, these are very rare, and give me the eye, walking my baby back home. We stop for a while, she gives me a smile and cuddles my cheek to her chest. We start to pet, and that's when I get her powder all over my vest. After I kinda straighten my tie, well, she has to borrow my comb. I'll try it right, she gives me the eye, walking my baby back home. The dog. Decent likeness of the cartoon figure of the man. I'm glad he's still doing what he does on YouTube. I watch him occasionally there. Not as much as I used to watch him when he was on Twitch, though, just to be honest. About the situation. It's a nice, good quality pad. I also had a Summit pad and Summit 1G pad, mouse pad, and it was not as good quality. It fell apart. Oof. Okay, let's try that again. I don't know why that is. Shouldn't be that hard. Way back when, in '67, I was an indie gamma chi. Sweet things from Boston, so young and willing. Moved down to Scarsdale, where the hell am I? Hey 19, no we can't dance together. No, we can't talk at all. Please take me along. Man, I forgot to tune that. I don't know why I got really distracted. I'm not gonna sing it. I don't know. I haven't practiced this one. I can do just the chords. She don't remember times are falling as old survivors. She thinks I'm crazy, I'm just growing old. Hey, 19, we can't dance together. No, we can't talk at all. Please take me along when you slide on down. Where I'm going, the fan can love me and make the night a wonderful thing. But where I'm going, the fan can love me and make the night a wonderful thing. Hey, 19, no, we can't dance together. No, we can't talk at all. Please take me along when you slide on down. Oops. That's okay. Good price, that one. It's harder. That's it. Hey, thanks one and all for coming to Ken's Lounge today. I really appreciate your visiting. As always, if you'd like to show your appreciation for my music playing here, all I ask is that you go up to the bar and that you order an expensive cocktail for yourself. Not for me, for you. Okay? And leave a really a noticeable tip for the waiter or waitress, because after all, they do have on average 7 children to support. Every little bit helps. So that's all I'm asking. Little appreciation. Go ahead and order a nice drink. Thank you. No. Oh, sure, why not? As long as you leave a big tip, if you know what I mean. Oh, I keep stepping on my. I gotta fix this after the song. I'll tell you what's happening. Slightly shorter version of that song. Okay, so I got a tripod here with my stand, like a mic stand, and the tripod leg is sticking out where I want to put my foot, and every time I do that, that's what it does that like wacky, like, oh, don't ask why. So I'm gonna turn this here, and I'm gonna turn this here, like here, and that's gonna be, now the leg will be a little out of the way. Plus it's got an arm, so I can make it go higher, and then it will definitely not. I get a nice view. How's that? That's not too bad. Keep making little changes to where I kind of put things camera wise. 2 cameras is enough. I see a lot of really great players. I was seeing one today who happens to be under 4 foot tall, very short guy, very, very good on the keyboard, has short fingers, and had eventually works through kind of a handicap, and plays 10 times better than I do. It's amazing. But he only had the one camera facing him, and you could just barely see, from the front, like that view. I'm like, you need 2 cameras. I want to see your fingers, man. I think it's just more professional too. Most people who drive by will see this view, in the music category. I think I want something that will kind of grab their eye a little bit, Yeah, I've seen that too, where they're playing and they're showing the keyboard and mouse so you can see what they're doing, kind of. But it's not like the maid. You can wear made custom. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, sure. I could be hiring people in India to play the piano for me, and just move my arms. If you didn't have that view on Fiverr, Fiverr, I need somebody to play piano for me. It's not around anymore. No Fiverr. Why is that thing so loud? Where's that been put? I've been pumping noise in this thing. It's my mic channel 2. Also, well, that doesn't matter. The thing is, that's interesting. Okay. But it doesn't mute this. Wow, I just learned something about my mixer, which is that the channel 2 mic makes a lot of noise when it's not doesn't have anything plugged into it. I'm only plugging the channel 1 mic in. Wow, that's a huge change. Hopefully my streams will eventually be good. These are all practice streams. I figure sometime around next year or in August, my 1-year streaming anniversary, I'll have the technical aspects correct. You know what I mean? I'll like the sound, everything will be perfect. The lighting, this thing here will be in the correct location. You know, whew. And by the way, I'm almost done, but next stream is gonna be a guitar stream because I need to practice my guitar. And then after that, I think we're gonna do a recording studio stream Sunday, and then Monday will be the fabulous Mistress Mord guest stream at noon on Monday. Woo! All right, we already did that song. What haven't we done here? We've done this one. Let's do this one here. Unless you're not feeling well, we can postpone it. It's not a big deal. That was a lovely 1 hour and 15-minute long stream for you people, which consisted of my typical flight simulator shenanigans. Today we flew around in a helicopter a bit. I got to work on that helicopter. I think I missed a few issues on startup. Anyway, live and learn. And I want to get the helicopter up at night and see if I can figure out how to get the searchlight thing working, if I can. So I can look for the criminals with my searchlight from the helicopter and my news chopper. But be short of that, it's going to be tomorrow shall be the next stream, and I do hope you enjoyed today's stream. I did. I sure did. Had a grand old time. And tomorrow shall be at least as much fun, if not half as much. So, I'll turn that off there. Yeah, exactly. And thank you for hanging out for the whole stream, Ward. I really appreciate that. It's not like I don't hang around for your 6 hour long stream. So, turn about a little bit. It's good. It's all good. That's all I'm saying. It's all good. Anyway, everybody have a great restful one to your. If you got more of your Saturday to go, and if not, enjoy your Sunday, enjoy your night, enjoy your day, whatever you're doing, just enjoy it for me. Okay, exactly. I appreciate it. It's very appreciated though. I don't want to be sitting here talking to myself. I don't mind actually. All right. Anyway, I gotta go and I gotta get on with my Saturday here. So have a great time, everybody.